You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Philip Kaufman, filling in for Julia Wiegand. We begin tonight in Columbia County, where a death investigation has been underway since this morning. State police released a statement confirming that the body of 66-year-old Sabatino DeFebo was discovered in the area of Moore Road in North Central Township, just outside of Berwick. State police, along with the Briar Creek North Central Police, were on scene as early as 7 this morning, and investigators were reportedly seen knocking on doors at the nearby Brookside Village Trailer Park. An autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow, and state police say there's no threat to the community. This is a developing story, and we'll have more information for you as it becomes available. The Mahanoy Area School District released a revised statement regarding the U.S. Supreme Court's decision in the Brandy Levy case. According to District Solicitor John Dean, the statement posted on the district's Facebook page back on June 23rd was not written by the district. A revised statement was then personally written by Dean, congratulating Levy and wishing her luck in her future. He went on to say the district was pleased when the court recognized that there are circumstances in which a public school entity may take action based on statements made outside of school, despite June 23rd SCOTUS ruling voting in favor of Levy's First Amendment right of free speech. Levy was suspended from the JV cheerleading squad back in 2017 after posting a photo on Snapchat flipping off the camera with negative comments about not making varsity while off of school grounds. The district then appealed to the Supreme Court in 2020 after Levy and her parents fought them on the matter and won. Bill Cosby walked out of his Pennsylvania jail cell a free man Wednesday after the state Supreme Court tossed his indecent assault conviction. Cosby was charged in 2015 and convicted in 2018 by District Attorney Kevin Steele after being found guilty of drugging and molesting Temple University employee Andrea Constand at his Philadelphia mansion back in 2004. A written agreement by the previous DA, Bruce Castor, promised not to file criminal charges against Cosby if he testified in a civil lawsuit filed by Constand in 2005, which was settled the next year for more than $3 million. Castor testified that while he was the DA, he determined that the prosecution would have trouble corroborating forensics without a confession to the alleged charges. The High Court ruled that Steele was obligated to stick to the previous agreement. Cosby's conviction was overturned after serving just 2 of his 3 to 10-year sentence, which bars him from being tried again in the case. If you're planning to head out to any Pennsylvania state parks this weekend, you may want to pack more than a picnic basket. You may want to pack some patience as well. DCNR is expecting a busy holiday weekend and encourages visitors to plan accordingly for high traffic. DCNR said that the best way to arrive is to arrive early or consider alternatives to high-use parks by using less visited state parks. They also recommend canceling campsite and rental reservations if your plans change for the weekend, in order to ensure that they're made available to other potential visitors. The annual Covered Bridge and Arts Festival will be calling the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds its new home. The 4-day festival held early October planted its roots at Knoebels Amusement Resort back in 1982 and brings an average of 150,000 people to the area annually. However, organizers from the Columbia Montour Visitors Bureau cited the logistical challenges of continuing the event at the family-owned amusement park, and with the worry of needing to cancel the event for the second year in a row, the decision was made to find a new location moving forward. Visit itourcolumbiamontour.com/CBF to learn more about the festival. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is updating its COVID-19 vaccine clinic hours. The clinic will be closed on Monday, July 5th in observance of the holiday. It will reopen July 7th and 9th from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Beginning on the 12th, the clinic's days and hours will change to Mondays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Wednesdays from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. There will be no clinic hours on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Fridays. Walk-ins are accepted, or you can schedule an appointment at lvhn.org or call 1-833 584-6283. For more information, visit lvhn.org/vaccines. Coming up on WYLN News, we've got some positive news. Plus, looking back at 2020's Cougar softball team. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's WYLN forecast is partly cloudy.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Hey guys, it's Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton. I don't know where you're going to find a nice, good quality pre-owned truck. The word on the street is you can't find them anywhere. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Did I tell you we're at Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton? And I'm sure if you look hard enough for a used truck and go to a nice dealership that has inventory, you'll be able to find a pretty good selection. But the word on the street is you can't find any. So why don't you come here to Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton and find out where we take the deals and have the trucks the other guys don't.
In case you missed it, the Carbon County Animal Shelter hosted its annual fundraising yard sale this past weekend. Hundreds of people came out to help support the shelter and the dogs that reside there.
Folks throughout Carbon County, Luzerne County, Schuylkill County have been kind to us. They donated a lot of good things. We have people that come out every year just to say hello to old friends and help support our shelter. Right now, like all shelters, we're in need of supplies and in need of donations, so this is considered our biggest fundraiser of the year.
The money raised from the annual event goes towards the shelter's day-to-day operations and upkeep.
You have people who work here, you have insurance, you have the daily upkeep on the building. Recently, the county has announced that they're going to make some improvements here, much needed after 20 years, so we're excited about that. So we're sure they're going to use their best effort to make sure that this money is spent wisely, and it's used to benefit the dogs. We're a dog shelter here. We don't handle cats, we only handle dogs. And we pride ourselves in helping our police departments 24/7, 365 days a year. And I think that's a service that you can't put a price on. So we respect and honor our police officers, and we want to be there to help them. And we make it a point to make sure we're there whenever they call us. So I'm proud of the facility, and I'm proud of the fact that people care.
The yard sale was made possible by the generosity of the community and the hard work of the shelter volunteers and staff.
Well, I really like it here because we get to help dogs out and pretty much get them homes. And we really love seeing them going with other owners.
12-year-old Blake has been rolling up his sleeves and helping out at the shelter for the past 2 years.
My mom decided one day that we would go down and just see how the dogs are doing, and then we started volunteering. We usually, most of the time, we will get animals and we'll make sure they have everything they need. We'll make them comfortable. Anything that they really need. If they're feed them, give them baths, wash their toys, take them out to go to the bathroom. Anything that they really need is what we do.
The experience that he's receiving now will come in handy as he plans to continue his work to help out animals in need.
I want to be a canine cop when I grow up, and it's just really nice. So you could come down to the Carbon County Animal Shelter and see which dog picks you.
If you're interested in finding out about volunteering or want to help support the shelter in other ways, call the Carbon County Animal Shelter at 570-325-4828.
And while we're on the subject of dogs, a little Chihuahua mix was found safe and sound after a nearly 10-hour rescue operation. Luzerne County Animal Rescue Team and other emergency responders were called to an area off of Doty Street in Pittston Township Tuesday for a report of a dog stuck in a sinkhole. Crews had a tough time getting to the dog due to the instability of the ground in the area, along with the skittishness of the dog. But we're happy to report that little Madison is said to be in good health and back in the safety and comfort of her home. WYLN's all-time OT hero, Marty Burns, has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off-season across our viewing area. Rocco Petrone is on this week, so let's talk sports. Here's part 4.
Even before anybody heard of COVID, I'd walk around Armengeist or the gymnasium. So many people would talk about that 2020 softball team and how so many people were looking forward to that team to take the field. They said, watch this team, they're going to be tremendous. A lot of people would whisper state title and that type of thing. In particular for that senior group on that team, and I know that there's other spring sports that the seniors lost out on, but that team, so many people were looking forward to seeing that team play, and it'll just be that constant what if because they never got to hit the field.
Yeah, unfortunately, they never did, and we were all looking forward to that because we were in a state title game the prior year, and a lot of those girls were coming back, and the program was going in the right direction. There was just a lot of enthusiasm. But you have to learn from lessons like that. If we keep dwelling on that as leaders, as teachers, as coaches, as administrators, well, the students are going to do that as well. So what we need to do is we need to somehow find the positives. What can you gain from this? Okay, we didn't have that dream season because we know we were going. We were very, very good. What can we learn? What lessons are we going to learn from this? How are we going to be better people down the road? And if we can do that, we can all improve as people. To be stronger at heart, stronger in person, then we have to become better for it. There's nothing we can do.
Right.
And if we can all learn lessons that we can only control what we can control. And if there's something like a pandemic, the weather, things like that, we can't control that. Okay, how do we become better people for it?
Coming up on Frackville's News Choice, we're lighting up the sky for the 4th of July in Community and You. Plus, leading the way, part 4. Stay with us. But first, here's some upcoming fireworks displays from across our viewing area.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Go Hog Wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
Everyday low prices.
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton, everything to make your house a home.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon at 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media? Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page? Now more than ever, WYLN is your local news leader.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN. I'm Philip Kaufman, and we are at the beautiful City View Park, and we are talking to Gary Perna, who's going to be representing the City of Hazleton in our discussion today about an event coming your way, one that we had last year, and it's going to be new and improved a little bit this year because, as you can see, folks, City View Park looks a little bit different. There's some upgrades that have been happening since the last time we spoke. Could you talk about that first before we get to the event itself? Just the upgrades here.
Yeah, you know, we have been very fortunate through donations from businesses and residents in the greater Hazleton area to keep updating City View Park. This is kind of the hidden gem of the City of Hazleton, and it has started to get a lot more use, which is something we are very glad is happening. So we have some new benches that were put in, some new bleachers, we have some improvements going on with our stage area, and we were actually able to start putting in some bathroom facilities here, which, you know, is a big deal, especially when you're up here for events. So there's a lot going on. Kind of the first time we're really going to be showing off a lot of the new improvements is the Independence Day celebration. So we're so excited for this upcoming event.
And that's the event we're going to be talking about, folks, today. The fireworks display, the Independence Day event that's going to be here at City View Park. So why don't we get in a little lead off? What can people expect coming up here for the holiday?
Well, again, you know, there's one thing that we know how to do. It's how to celebrate Independence Day here in Hazleton. So we are so excited once again to be able to host our Independence Day celebration Saturday, July 3rd, up here at City View Park in Hazleton. Our event starts at 4 p.m., but as you guys are well aware, the D'Angelo family is having a big event to support autism that is kind of leading into this. So we kind of have 2 events going on that will kind of go on back to back. So our event starts at 4 o'clock, and we will, of course, once again have food vendors. We will have some live entertainment, and of course the big fireworks display, which will be going off about 9:45 at night. So we're so excited for this, and we hope everyone will come out and enjoy it.
And for folks who want to come up, aside from the massive amount of parking spaces up here, how else can people find their way up to City View Park?
Well, thanks to the Hazleton Public Transit, we'll be running a special loop again throughout the City of Hazleton for those who may want to take the bus instead of driving up here. So that will start at 5 o'clock. Different areas, of course, you could see. They'll be bringing them up here to City View Park, dropping them off, and then at the end of the night there will be a pickup to go back down to some of the areas. The last, I believe, pickup will be 11 p.m. here, just until the fireworks show gets done and everything gets cleared out, so to make sure everyone gets home safe. So if you don't feel like driving up, or you don't want to maybe get caught in that little bit of traffic we have, Hazleton Public Transit once again is stepping up and helping us with transportation from throughout the city of Hazleton up to here. So if you want to park somewhere in the city, you want to park in one of the parking lots and take the bus up here, you're more than welcome to.
And any new things, anything that people should be looking out for when they're coming up here for the event this year, comparatively to last year?
Well, so we did a few things different with entertainment this year. We have two entertainments that will be happening. The first will be Vanessa Vacoso. Of course, she's a local Hazleton girl who has phenomenal talent. She'll be working with some others here in the Hazleton area. So she'll be on stage from 5 until 7, and then from 7 up until about 10 o'clock, or the start of the fireworks, North of 40 will be performing. They're a local band out of the Freeland area. They will be on stage up until the fireworks, and then the fireworks display, which is one of the largest in the area, that will be kicking off about 9:45, and we will have some patriotic music playing throughout the grounds here for the fireworks display. And of course, you can see our fireworks almost anywhere because of this beautiful cone bank that is behind us that they're graciously able to light the fireworks off of. So we will light them off at 9:45. Again, we know you can see them from everywhere, but come on down for some great food. We have tons of food vendors offering a lot of different food for everyone, drink for everyone as well. We'll also have some unique food vendors, so you want to check those out. I mean, we have everything from like pulled pork barbecue, hamburgers and hot dogs. We even have some desserts, some apple dumplings, and some dessert trays. We have some candy. We have just about anything you can think of. They'll be here selling food at the Independence Day celebration. So we just invite everyone to come out. We're expecting beautiful weather, and we just want everyone to have a great time and enjoy the outside and be able to be around everybody, which we have waited for so long.
All right. Folks, come on over to City View Park July 3rd. What time again?
So ours starts at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. And you can come on down, come see the fireworks, come get some great food, and just experience this beautiful park that is new and improving constantly. It's a great place to be. It's beautiful weather. Come on down, folks. Thank you for talking with us.
No problem. Thanks for coming.
And thank you, folks, for joining us here on Community and You on WYLN.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander of Greater Hazleton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. I hear stories there's no inventory out there. This is my back lot. We have over 100 Jeeps ready for immediate delivery, whether you're looking for a Renegade, a Cherokee, a Grand Cherokee. We've got them all. We have Ram trucks. Guys, if you're in the market for a Jeep, we are discounting them severely. Come on to Blaze Alexander at 508 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazleton. And let me tell you something. We take the deals those other guys won't.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Trooper Anthony Petrosky is leading the way into part 4 of this week's series. And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with State Trooper Anthony Petrosky. So, in your role, whether it's been in your role or when you were like on the beat as patrol, or whether it's just in life in general, some of the biggest achievements you've had, and some of the biggest challenges you faced, and currently any challenges or achievements that you're looking towards or facing.
Right. I feel like I can combine the two because as a police officer, like you don't sign up to be a police officer to get awards or do things like that, right? You sign up because you want to give back. You want to be able to help people that can't help themselves, to protect people that can't really protect themselves. So seeing somebody, I'll give you this one, right? So you pull somebody over, it's a bad day for them, right? They're on their way to work, and you're professional, you explain to them, hey, this is what we're doing, I am issuing this citation, and they say thank you. Like, that goes a long way, because I understand in that person's eyes, like, they're not having a good day, I pulled them over, they recognize they did something wrong, and they said thank you. That goes a long way. So, that's definitely something that, I hold close to me when people would say thank you for just doing your job. Yeah. That's very appreciative. Some of the challenges, I would say this, and this could go for any police officer, is breaking barriers. And whether that be, any way with the community members, breaking barriers down. Because, there are people out there who don't like police, and I enjoy talking to those people because, hey, let's have a conversation about it. A few years ago when I was in patrol, I went to the Hazelton One Community Center. And I went in there on an incident to talk to somebody that was involved in something. And when I went in there were some kids in there, and they got very nervous when I went in there. And so I talked to the director at the time, and I explained to him, I said, hey, what's going on? The kids seemed a little nervous when I came in. And he said, a lot of the kids here, they don't like police. So I said, okay. I said, is it okay if I go and talk to them? So I went and I talked to them. The next week I came back for a few minutes, I talked to them again. Fast forward a few years later, as a community service officer, now I could dedicate more time to them. Yeah. I go there every week. The kids know me by first name. We have that relationship. I've taken troopers off duty. We've gone there and played basketball with the kids, not against them, with the kids. We integrated the teams, right? We've developed a good relationship with kids at one point who wouldn't even look at us. So that's very rewarding, and it's also challenging at the same time. Yeah. To this day, I still go there. We do tons of programs. I go there in the summer, take our canines there, take female troopers there to show the girls that go, like, hey, we have female troopers also. Just breaking down those barriers. Yeah. So that's rewarding, but it was also challenging in the beginning. And I like to continue that strive and break those barriers down and show people, because a lot of times people see the uniform and that's it. They don't know that when I go home, I'm dad to my 2 young kids, and they can only learn that by talking and having those interactions. So keeping those interactions going, and thankfully across the state, there's community services officers in every troop across the state, and every day we're trying to break those barriers down and build better relationships.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Check back tomorrow night as Trooper Petrosky continues leading the way into part 5 of this week's segment. Good night. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or at WYLNTV.com, where you can also find LPHN's real facts about COVID-19. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.